Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The start less than ideal as they already face a second and long. Now Mahomes escaping the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Judon, he's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And going deep for Hill. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
First time with Mark Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. Third down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Chiefs will take over at their own 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble. And it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On second down, Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And this is caught. That's Watkins. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. On the move, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jalen Ferguson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. That's complete to Robinson. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Jalen Ferguson, and that will force a turnover on downs. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, Ingram. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
Your trip ends here, baby. Your trip ends here.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And he will be brought down at about the 6. Yard line.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
Now it's Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 6 yards away. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, and it'll bring up third down.
And 10 yards.
Yellow.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's fourth. Here we go, fourth down, Mahomes. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. From the gun, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now Jackson. And it's 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their...
There goes Mark Ingram. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, being on second half no matter what. Well, this first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Let's go, boy. Let's go.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Yellow. 180. 48's the mic. I got one. Hey, 15. My turn.
Mahomes now on first down. Steps away to his left. And he is going to be run down. What a disaster there. A huge loss. Matt Judon in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. After the sack on first down, Mahomes going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Being shaped, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Returnable for Thomas. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was trying to go back to Hollywood there. Third down here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A first down and then some, 36 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Again, Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 21 yards away as the Ravens push further out in front. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Judon able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now here's Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Here's Thomas. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Jackson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. Sharp there with his feet. Gets him a little extra space. And then drop just inside the 20. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Got a man. It's Brown. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. They'll look to run with Ingram. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. To throw is Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Jihad Ward picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's second and 20. He goes full extension, and he's got it. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Rolling to his right. He uncorks it for Snead. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And
And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll roll him out right. They complete it to Hill. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. It's first and 10 at the 14. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Towards the end zone for Brown. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 46 yards. As the Ravens push further out in front. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Oh, the Ravens say they have it. They do have it. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep down, and that's caught inside the 30. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 59 yards. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we...
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood, Mark. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. I tell you, Charles... You play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop it.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. This is caught by Robinson. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point
Some
conversion.
sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL.